Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Senior Wellness Guide. Today, we're going to talk about something that might completely change the way you think about blood pressure after 60. Last year, I opened the chest of a 67-year-old man whose arteries looked like concrete pipes, completely stiff, heavily damaged, and barely flexible. He was taking 4 different blood pressure medications. 4. And his blood pressure was still dangerously high. He wasn't careless. He wasn't ignoring his health. He was doing everything his doctors told him to do. And yet, there he was on my operating table. But here's the part nobody told him, and what I'm going to tell you today. The answer was sitting in his kitchen the entire time. 5 simple things. No new prescriptions. No side effects. Just food, working the way your body was designed to respond to it. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do. Starting tonight, before we get into those 5 things, you need to understand something important. After 60, blood pressure doesn't just rise because of salt or stress. Something deeper is happening inside your body. Think of your blood vessels like a garden hose. When you're young, that hose is flexible. It stretches, it adapts, it handles pressure easily. But as you age, those vessel walls begin to stiffen. They lose elasticity. And a stiff hose cannot handle pressure the same way a flexible one can. That's when problems begin. Now here's what makes this even more important. In my 30 years as a cardiac surgeon, I've seen this pattern again and again. I've held hearts in my hands. I've repaired arteries that looked decades older than the person they belonged to. And every time, I ask the same question. How did it get this far? The answer, more often than not, is inflammation. Not the kind you feel. Not pain. Not something obvious. But slow, silent, chronic inflammation inside the walls of your blood vessels. Day after day, year after year, it slowly stiffens them, narrows them, and forces your heart to work harder just to move blood through your body. Now here's where food comes in. Every meal you eat is either fighting that inflammation or feeding it. There is no neutral. 3 times a day, your body is receiving signals. Signals that either help your blood vessels relax or make them tighter and more damaged. And the truth is, most people were never taught this. Doctors don't always have time to explain it. That's why this video matters. We're not replacing your medication. That's important. But we're giving your body tools. Powerful, natural tools that support your cardiovascular system. And in many cases, I've seen changes happen faster than people expect. Sometimes within days. Let's start with the first one. Here's a simple question. When you sit down to eat, what do you eat first? For most people, it's whatever is closest. Bread, potatoes, rice. Something quick. I want you to try something different. Eat your vegetables first, before anything else. Every meal. Now I know what you're thinking. That sounds too simple to matter. But stay with me, because this one change can have a powerful effect on your blood pressure. When you eat vegetables first, the fiber creates a physical barrier in your stomach. Think of it like a mesh. And that mesh slows down how quickly sugar enters your bloodstream from the rest of your meal. Why does that matter? Because every time your blood sugar spikes, your body releases insulin. And insulin causes your blood vessels to tighten. Right there, after your meal, your blood pressure goes up. And most people never feel it happening. I've had patients change, nothing else. Same food, same portions, just the order. Vegetables first, protein second, carbohydrates last. And within 2 weeks, their blood pressure readings improved. That's how powerful this is. Now let's talk about something that's probably already in your kitchen. Apple cider vinegar. 1 to 2 tablespoons in a glass of water with your meals. That's it. And yes, I know this sounds like one of those internet health tricks, but this one has real science behind it. The active compound is acetic acid, and it does 2 important things. First, it improves insulin sensitivity. That means your body doesn't need to release as much insulin after you eat. Less insulin means less blood vessel constriction, lower pressure. Second, and this is very important, it helps your body produce nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is what tells your blood vessels to relax and widen. It's one of the most important molecules for healthy circulation. Now, one important rule. Never drink vinegar straight. Always dilute it in water. At least 1 full glass. And if you have stomach issues, talk to your doctor first. But for most people, this is one of the easiest habits to add. Now, I want to talk about something that happens at night. Something most people never think about. Your blood pressure while you sleep. Normally, your pressure should drop at night. That gives your heart a chance to rest. But for many people over 60, it doesn't. It stays high, or even increases. This is called nocturnal hypertension, and it's dangerous because you don't feel it. You're asleep, but your heart is working harder than it should, and this increases the risk of heart attack and stroke. Now here's something simple that can help. Walnuts, about 30 grams, roughly 14 halves, 30 minutes before bed. Walnuts contain omega-3 fatty acids, melatonin, and L-arginine. Together, they help relax blood vessels and support healthy nighttime pressure. Think of it as telling your body, it's time to rest. Now let's talk about one of the most underrated drinks for blood pressure. Hibiscus tea, 3 cups a day. This deep red tea has been used for centuries, and now science confirms why it works. Hibiscus contains compounds that act similarly to ACE inhibitors. These are medications used to lower blood pressure. They work by relaxing blood vessels. Hibiscus does something very similar, naturally. Studies show it can reduce blood pressure by around 7 points. That is significant. Drink it hot or cold. Just avoid adding sugar. And if you're already taking blood pressure medication, talk to your doctor first. Now we come to one of the biggest hidden problems. Cooking oils. Most people use oils like canola, soybean, or corn oil. These oils are very high in omega-6 fatty acids. And the problem is not omega-6 itself. It's the imbalance. Today, people consume far too much omega-6 compared to omega-3. And that imbalance drives inflammation. The same inflammation that damages your blood vessels. Even worse, these oils become unstable at high heat. They break down into harmful compounds. So what should you use instead? Extra virgin olive oil. And for higher heat, real butter. This change alone can significantly reduce inflammation over time. If this video helped you, press the like button so more people can discover these important health tips. Subscribe to Senior Wellness Guide for simple, science-based advice that helps you stay healthy, strong, and independent after 60. Take care of your heart, and I'll see you in the next video.